Today's exercise is probably one of the better ones, maybe if not the best one, to prevent back pain and sciatica. Every Thursday we do exercises. Tuesdays, I'm thinking this one through. Tuesdays we do tips, Wednesday we do stretches, and Thursday is exercise. Today's exercise is about spinal stability. One of the main reasons people have back pain and disc problems that lead to sciatica is a spinal instability. So our goal is to create more stability, and your goal should be to create more stability. We do this to give you the tools so you can live a better life and live your life pain-free, which should be your goal. If you have back pain, you do not have to live in back pain. I think that I've had back pain. A lot of people, when you have back pain, you just think you're stuck with it. It's kind of like a curse. It's not going to go away. You don't really know why you have it. You don't know what to do. Everything you try makes it worse. I've been there, I know, but there is a pathway out. So our goal is to help you along the pathway. We have a 9-step process, but one of our steps is functional movements and also increasing stability through movement patterns. So our goal is to help you. Today, we're going to talk about stabilizing the muscles that support the spine. A lot of times when the muscles aren't doing what they should be doing, it creates a lot of wear and tear. And the wear and tear, when you have an unstable spine, the wear and tear happens at the level of the disc. 24 vertebrae between the head and the hips, and in between each vertebrae there is a disc, and the wear and tear on the disc is why you have back pain that does not go away. Our goal is to help you create stability. We talk a lot about the core. You've heard a lot about the core. We did one the other day about bracing, and you need to see that because it's a really good video. We've talked a lot. We talked yesterday about the piriformis stretch. We've got 2 really good stretches for the piriformis. I like the foam roll. I've had back pain and I know what it's like, and for me the foam roll worked for me really well, and it's more fun. If it's boring and it's hard, I'm not going to do it, but if it's fun and it doesn't seem like it's causing me any more pain, I'm going to do it. So I recommend the foam roll. Today's not about the foam roll, that was yesterday, but bracing is kind of where you start. There's a video on that. We'll put that into a series so you can get the whole series, but really, if you have back pain that's not going away, it's because your discs are breaking down. And the breakdown process goes through different phases. It's called the degenerative cascade. And bulging disc, herniated disc, degenerative disc stenosis, and spondylolisthesis are the main ones. Our goal is to stabilize your spine and get healing in the disc. And one of the things that we're going to talk about is the gluteus medius. It's a lateral stabilizer. It's responsible for abduction of your hip. Spine, person's looking this way. Spine's here. Hips come down here. That's what we're seeing right here, the hip. So the gluteus medius would attach from this portion of what's called the iliac crest onto the hip right here. And what it does is allows for the leg to go out. Well, here's what happens. I see this. If we see 1,000 patients, I promise you 990 of them have a weak gluteus medius. Happens to everybody, and it tends to happen more on one side than the other. We call it the dominant hip. You have a dominant hip and the other one's weak, and it remains weak because you don't use it, because your body intuitively or instinctively knows that it's weaker and just avoids it. It's kind of an innate thing, but it happens that way. See it all the time. Weak hip. Now here's what happens. You have all the muscles that support your spine. You got the muscles in the back, multifidus, we've talked about those, the erector spinae in the back, and then we've talked about the obliques and the erectus abdominis in the front that forms the core. What can happen is you can have a problem in your erectors or a problem in your obliques and the spine becomes unstable. But let's say you fix those and you continue to have a hip problem, where you get a gluteus medius that's not functioning the way it should, then what it does is it creates a sort of a torquing action along your disc, and it prevents you from getting better, or it doesn't allow you to get 100% better. So what we want you to do is strengthen and stabilize those muscles. And the way you do it is what we call the lateral walking. Okay, it's the lateral walking Theraband exercise. We use a lot of Therabands. This is the Theraband. So what you're going to do is you're going to put it around your feet, just like this. You're going to have one foot on either side and put your feet in there. And then as you walk, you stretch the rubber band, the Theraband. Okay, and what that does is it strengthens the lateral stabilizers. Trust me, this is a very, very, very important exercise. And when we do these videos, most people have a lot of back pain and they're not getting better. And this issue of the lateral stabilizer has never been addressed. People think, oh, I got to work the core, got to work the core, got to work. You have to work the core, but you have to work the hip. Okay, because it feeds into the spine. We treat a lot of golfers. If your hips are real tight and you're a golfer, you're going to have a lot of shearing force on that disc. That's really bad. You have to avoid the rotation because golf is a rotational sport. So what you have to do is you have to free up your hips. So the hips are very, 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 very important. So the Theraband, you put it around your ankles and you walk sideways. So we're going to have Dr. Amy demonstrate this, and as she demonstrates this, the key is, after you put the Theraband on, you're going to walk 25 feet sideways one direction, and you're going to walk 25 feet back this direction, and you want to make sure you go nice and smooth. You don't want to jerk it. Okay, the goal is not to make it worse. The goal is to make it better. And when you go there and back, that's one. You're going to do 3 of those reps, and you want to feel it in your hips. You want to feel it in your glutes. So I'll have Amy walk us through this. Again, put the Theraband around your feet, and if you don't have a Theraband, we'll put a link in the video. We got to get these links going so people can buy Therabands. They're not that much money. Okay, but the foam roll, very simple, and the Theraband, very simple things you can do at home. Okay, it's not going to create a miracle. You're not going to say, wow, I did it one time, I feel better. Okay, but to be strong and stable, you need to exercise muscles. Exercising muscles is very, very important. It's not hard. I'm not going to make you run a marathon or lift weights. Okay, all you got to do is walk with a little bit of a rubber band, just like this. So she's walking, you can see it. She's got it on her feet, and she's walking back and forth, just like that. And she's feeling it here. You want to feel it here. You'll feel it here. Okay? If you've never done this before, well, again, I'm going to do my disclaimer. This is not a diagnosis, nor is this a treatment. I have no idea what's wrong with you. If you have a back problem that's not getting better, you need to go see a doctor. Okay, you may have another problem that maybe they can address in different ways. But if you have just a weakness and a stiffness, these exercises are very good. I'm not diagnosing you, I'm not treating you. So, having said that, that's what it looks like. Remember, there's 3 reps, 25 there, 25 back. Okay, do it every day. And what you have to do is you have to develop habits of doing these simple things every day. And what you have to do is you have to find what you like. Because if you don't like it, you're not going to do it. You find what you like and you do it every day. I recommend the foam roll because they're easy and they're fun. I recommend the rubber band because it's not hard and it really gets the glute medius activated, your lateral stabilizer of the hip. You need lateral stability. It's all about stability. If you're not getting better and you have a disc problem, sometimes these exercises don't fix everything. Matter of fact, these exercises tend to fix the easy things, which are good. You fix them, you go, and you live your life. But if you're not getting better, you have to fix your disc, okay? We fix the disc. We have the ability to eliminate herniated discs, eliminate bulging discs, increase blood flow into the nucleus, get healing in the disc. The key, if you have a back pain, when you have that pain where you feel like you're going to break in half, like every time I do that I'm going to break in half, that's the disc. That's what we do. We can fix the disc. It's not easy to say. All right, so having said that, if you're having back problems, you call us. We can help you. We're in Chicago. And I want you to share this information because people do not have to live in back pain. You don't have to live with back pain. Share it. Share this information so they can try to get them, they can call us. We'll solve their problem. Like our Facebook page. Another thing, I want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. One of the things that we're going to do slowly over time is start to put all the exercises in a sequence, and they'll be in a playlist on our YouTube channel. I know it's hard to find them on the website. It's also hard to find them on Facebook, but we're going to have them all in one location on YouTube. It'll be a good resource for you. Instagram, Follow us on Instagram. We do live on Instagram, but we also do 1-minute videos, and Twitter as well. So those are our resources for you. If you use the tools, you can live your life better. If you're not getting better, see a doctor. If you have back pain and you've never seen a doctor, you need to see a doctor. I'm not trying to promote medicine. That's not the goal. Our goal is to stabilize it, fix it. That's it. So having said that, we'll see you tomorrow, Friday. I think we'll be here, right? Yeah. I think I have to go to another clinic, but I'll be around. Thank you. Have a good night.